Today we're looking at a vintage strawberry shortcake collection. There are a lot of dolls to look at and some other accessories and some little play structures for the dolls, as well as some other unique collectibles from this time period. Starting out with some wrapping papers, one of which I have laid out right here, which shows strawberry shortcake and a bunch of her friends and their pets. Custard, cupcake, and we have up here raspberry tart, a blueberry muffin, and huckleberry pie, strawberry shortcake, angel cake, cherry cutler, orange blossom, and a lot of other friends. So here's some wrapping paper that's a winter wonderland scheme. And we have a little skating pond with a bunch of the characters. And this is just some everyday wrap with strawberry shortcake and blueberry muffin and apple dumpling and huckleberry pie. There's not much left of that. Here's some other everyday wrap. What I like about this one is that it's mostly strawberry shortcake with cupcake, with just filled in areas of strawberries and strawberry plants. It's so pretty. This wrapping paper is one of my favorites. It's designed to look like paper doll cutouts. You wouldn't really cut it out because it's too thin, but it's just designed like that. It was 75 cents. And I think it's funny that they have the recommended bow colors to go with the wrapping paper. This bag is for the flat one on the table. Here's some more everyday wrap. And I really like that this one has so many characters and they're just like facing all directions. And if we turn it the other way, they're just in all kinds of directions. And this is one large sheet of Christmas wrapping paper. It's very brittle. You can see that the paper is pretty old. It's all yellowed. And it's a little bit tattered from storage. And then the last design, looks like I have the most of that, is this Christmas wrapping paper. I just think it's adorable. It's so 1980s, but it's really cute. So I'll put that back away. And before we start looking at dolls, I also wanted to share some of these coloring books that I have. These are all from the 80s. And this brand, Kenner, is from the 80s. This is the brand that made the dolls. And incidentally, they also made the original Star Wars action figures back in the 70s and 80s. And this coloring book is dated 1984. One thing I really like about this one is that the line art is brown, which is kind of unique for coloring books instead of black. And it also has kind of a unique font. That's not what you typically find in coloring books. One page is colored in. And it just shows a lot of friends. Like that at the back. And these two coloring books, as you can see, they're the same. Sometimes if I find another one for a pretty good price, I'll just buy them both because it's hard to find them. And this brand called Happy House, you can tell when a coloring book is fairly old because this brand of coloring book hasn't been around for quite a while. And it was 99 cents. And the copyright of this one is 1981. And you can see how dark and yellowed the inside cover is from age. And the pages are a little bit yellowed. But it's fun. It just tells the story of them going outside where it's winter. And I had this coloring book when I was little, but all the coloring books that I had when I was little, they were well used. So I had to replace mine with ones that I found on eBay and secondhand stores. So I actually have 3 of the same one. And one day what I did was I took it to work and I made photocopies of the pages. And when you put it down on the glass, though, you had to put it down a page at a time and put a black page behind it. Otherwise the photocopier would pick up the line art that's also on the back as it showed through. So I did that. And then I made replicas of a couple of the coloring books so that I could color the pictures without ruining my books. And it also was nice to be able to make the pages a little bit smaller because when I color, I don't need to color an entire page worth. So it just makes it a little more fun to shrink the size down. So we're done with that. We did those. And here's the coloring book that I just showed you in the replicas. Originally 99 cents. And then they ran a sale for 92 cents. And then 46 cents. I love these old stickers. And there's a date on here. The sticker's dated 10/26/81. And then they reduced it again the day after Christmas. So 12/26/81. And it's so weird to believe that this book is 40 years old. The cover's a little bit tattered. It's got some stains. And it's very brown with age. Copyright 1981. I love that she's holding a box full of crayons. That's really cute. But her hat doesn't have strawberries. And her dress is kind of plain. Once you get into the book, you can see that her clothes are supposed to be decorated like that. And the pages are yellowed. Everybody's eating ice cream. And drawing with their crayons. And then here's another Happy House coloring book. But the design of Strawberry looks really differently. Like these are like ragdoll hair. and this isn't. And the freckles of her face and the freckles of her hat are so different. Custard looks grumpy right there. I never noticed that before, but Custard looks really grumpy. So this one was 1981. And we'll see what year this one was. 1983. So just a couple years older. I love Christmas pictures that have holly and stockings. I don't know why, but holly and stockings are my favorite. So it looks like we just have some pictures of the friends. Playing in the snow, singing jingle bells, making cookies, all the fun Christmas stuff. I like that book. I like that it's a little bit different in the style. This one I think was my favorite one when I was little. And this little icon right here is on a lot of the products that you would buy, including each of the boxes that the dolls came in. It's another one with brown line art instead of black. And every page has this border of little X's. And the font is a little bit unique. I have this little bicycle. We'll look at that later. And I have this little trolley that we can look at later. And I have this little butterfly we can look at later. There's a lot of accessories to look at later. I think this is one of the books I would want to make photocopies of. Oh yeah, we'll look at that later. This little merry-go-round. It just takes so much time to photocopy the pages the way they need to be photocopied. With the black page behind them. And then you gotta be careful not to ruin the book while you're flattening it on the copier. And by the way, I don't have a problem with photocopying these copyrighted materials because they're not available to purchase anymore, except secondhand. And here's the last coloring book, Strawberry Shortcake at the Beach. This one is pretty preschoolish, and not every page is about Strawberry Shortcake and her friends. Like this could be just any coloring book anywhere. And same with that page. But then you do get some of the pages with Strawberry Shortcake characters. Part of why I love these coloring books is they just bring back so many memories of me coloring them. And then when you're little and you're looking for pages to color, you have to flip through the pages that you already colored. And my family didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I actually spent a lot of time with my coloring books and coloring crayons. So that's all the coloring books. So I recently bought some dolls off of Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to compare them to the dolls that I already own and just see which ones might be in better condition. So these ones that I'm laying out right now, they were from Facebook Marketplace. And I was so excited to get them because even though I have all of the dolls, sometimes I don't have all their shoes or hats. Go talk over. The woman who boxed these up for me, she was so cute. She put a little pink tissue on the bottom of the box to make them look all pretty. She made it super decorative. Okay, this is what came from the Facebook Marketplace. So, Blueberry Muffin is one of the oldest ones, one of the originals that came with the Strawberry Shortcake line. And normally her hat has a little patch right there of blueberries. That's the front. And hers doesn't have that. And she's also missing her shoes. So I'm going to put her off to the side. And let's see. And I have some of the dolls saved in these little clamshell strawberries. These were basically your storage for your dolls. And some stuff might come spilling out. I'm not sure. No. But I do have some dolls saved in here. So I'm going to pull out these as I go and look at these. And I have another clamshell strawberry. And it's just got one character and some clothes. This one feels really heavy, so I'm really afraid to open it. This stuff might spill out. Okay, there's a lot of dolls shoved in there. We'll look at those in a bit. And then I have just one more clamshell. Of my dolls. Okay, there's a bunch in there too. Alright, so here's my Strawberry Shortcake Blueberry Muffin. And you can see she has the blue patch on her hat. And she's wearing shoes. And they're a little bit dusty. But other than that, like, her clothes is in pretty good shape. And her hair has been kind of saran wrap on her face. So I'm going to leave her hat where it is. And this purple ribbon, oh, her hat is kept on her head by this little thing. So the hat that came with this one, this purple ribbon on there, I wasn't sure if it was original, but I think it is because it looks like the same purple ribbon that's there. But she doesn't have any shoes. Their faces are a little bit different. Just barely. Mostly I see the painting under the eyes is a little bit different, and the facial features are more squished together on this one. She also has flat hands, which were the very first line of Strawberry Shortcake dolls. They had the flat hands, and subsequent lines they had hands that would grip things. So for my collection, I would keep both of these because they're a little bit different from each other. Not very different, but just different enough. So I think it might be easier for me to take the ones that are in my boxes already and compare them to the ones that I got from Facebook. So this is Raspberry Tart. And her hair has seen better days. She's got quite the forehead going on. And it looks so different if you look at the one that I got on Facebook Marketplace, where her hair is still super curly and super cute. The shoes on my raspberry tart are a little, I would say they're kind of more dingy. They lost some of their lavender color. And this doll's stockings are more vibrant. The green really pops out. They both have the same kind of hands. And so I have a hat for her somewhere. Let's see. I know I have her hat. I'll have to look for it later. But I'm going to just stand her in there. But I've already looked at her, and I'll put her doppelganger in there. And we'll probably find more. Oh, I found another blueberry muffin. She's another flat hand blueberry muffin. No shoes, no hat. Her stockings are in good shape though. If I need a doll with her stockings exchanged for brighter green, I would use her stockings. So I'll put her with my other two blueberry muffins. And then we have, let's see, Mint Tulip. She's from Holland. She's wearing little Holland shoes. And when I played with this doll, her hat would not stay on her head. But I think this one is still just like permanently affixed. So it's not giving us any trouble. And her eyes are very pretty. They're like this turquoise color. And she's got a nice coloring to her cheeks. Her outfit is still in really good condition. I don't think I have multiples of her at all. So there's Mint Tulip. This is a portion of a box that the dolls were sold in, and you can see that there's the emblem that I pointed out on the coloring books. And a lot of the dolls came with this little comb, and they came with their pets, and they came with this little berry. And what would happen is you could cut out these little berry points and send them in for special things. I don't remember what it was. But a lot of people ruined their boxes because they wanted to cut this berry point thing out and submit it to the company for a prize. Because I just kept this from the box. This doll is called Lime Chiffon, and she comes with Parfait Parrot. So this is my Facebook Marketplace one. This is the one I already had. And this one from Facebook Marketplace, her hat is a lot prettier. This one's kind of stained. It's still clipped onto her head by this little tack. And it's a little more pink. It doesn't look quite as dingy as this one. They both have their shoes. And their tights are in good shape. So this would be kind of a hard decision for me. Probably it would come down to the hat being a little dingier. I'm actually going to take a moment to empty out all of my storage boxes into one area. So I think I'm just going to line these all up from Facebook Marketplace. And see if I can match things from my box. Okay, I think I have all of the dolls out. And why are some of them missing their clothes? Because I let my niece play with them. And I don't know why, but little kids like to take the clothes off of everything. And then they don't want to put them back on. So I do have some clothes for Lem and Ada. This is Lem and Ada. Baby clothes. Diaper. I think that's good. Cherry colors. Okay, so we have Lemonade's clothes. Now I didn't get a Lemonade from the Facebook Marketplace. So what I have is all I have, which I'm still happy that I have. Put our little clothes on. These clothes are so easy to get misplaced because they're so small. And if you don't know what they are, if you just find them laying around your house, you might not know that they go with 40-year-old dolls. You might end up just throwing them away if you don't know that's what they are. Okay, we got one of the twins dressed. And the other twin has this cute little bow. Maybe she was supposed to wear the other outfit, I'm not sure. I think that ponytail was the way that you would tell them apart. Otherwise they pretty much look like the exact same doll. They're little bibs. One bib is lemon and the other one is lime. And they just have this Velcro, which after 40 years, I'm so thrilled, still holds their clothes in place. Put on her little pants. And I remember that they had little green and white little booties for their feet. But I have to see if they're in my pile of stuff. They're very little. They're hard to keep track of, the little booties. Because they're so small. Okay. There's Lemonade. And their pet's name is Sugar Woofer, who is here. And he's in pretty good shape. Their pets are, they're soft vinyl, soft plastic. Makes little sounds. So those are those guys. Lemonade. So we'll get Cherry Cutler dressed. Cherry Cutler is another one that I got from the Facebook Marketplace. So we'll compare those two to get her dressed. Okay, this outfit is weird because her arms are far apart. Okay, there. She's also one of the original friends of Strawberry Shortcake. I remember her booties being sewn onto her tights. I wonder if they're sewn on or if they're just stuck there from age. Okay, this is taking a long time. Get that pulled up. Okay. Here. I think it's twisted. Don't know how to untwist it. And her pet is Gooseberry Goose. Also, this squishy vinyl plastic. And the Cherry Cutler that came from the Facebook Marketplace. Let's see if I have her or not. Okay, I didn't find her hat, but I did find something else. So the Facebook Marketplace one is in better condition. She has the hat, and I think it's still, yeah, it's still tied onto her head. And her face is just brighter. And her stockings are brighter green. So, yeah, I think I like that one better. But she didn't come with her gooseberry goose, so I'm glad I still have mine. Okay, here's what I found when I was looking for Cherry Color's hat. And it's a little beanie that goes with Lemonada. So one of them had the little bow in her hair, and the other one wears this little hat. It won't stay on, but they do go together. And we already looked at lime chiffon, but I forgot to pull out her parrot. She has a pet parrot called Parfait Parrot. And I have 2 of the dolls, and I have 2 of the parrots. Actually, it turns out I have 3 of the dolls, but one of them is dressed in a different outfit. It's the outfit that it was wearing when I got it at a secondhand store. So actually I have 3 of them. The cute green hair. And she can keep wearing that Huckleberry Pie outfit. But I probably won't keep that one. Oh, Parfait Parrot. Green escape. I found booties for Lemonada. Do you see what I mean? Like, how can you even keep track of these? They're so small. And I found another Cherry Color Gooseberry Goose. This one's dirty. It's got a stain right there. But I'll put it with Cherry Color. And I'll put Lemonada's booties with them. Oh, I found my Cherry Color hat. Oh, and a booty tucked in. That's a different booty. Alright, Cherry. She gets her little hat. So that both Cherry Colors have hats. So cute. Cute little girl. Little toddler. Okay. So speaking of Huckleberry Pie, his outfit was being worn by lime chiffon. His hair is like sticky, and I think it's from this hat. This hat is so old that it's kind of gotten sticky over the years. But I like that he has his original scarf. It matches the stockings that the girls wear. And he's got his shoes. But I think he's supposed to be wearing tights like the other dolls, and he's not wearing tights. So here's another one, and he's wearing Blueberry Muffin's shoes. So I'm going to take them off him and put them in the Blueberry Muffin pile. And this hat is in far better condition as far as being clean, but it's missing the huckleberry patch that goes on it. But it's got a scarf too. We just have to find him a pair of shoes. Oh, and his pet is Cupcake. found Raspberry Tart's hat. It's got a little patch. I already put her away. If she wears her hat, you can't tell her hair is so damaged or something. So there she is. See, she looks way cuter with her hat on. Oh, I also forgot. Raspberry Tart's pet is Rhubarb Monkey. I only have one Rhubarb Monkey. Okay, just one. Okay, another doll that was stripped of her clothing when the niece played with her. But I do have her stockings, and I have her dress, and I have her hat. Looks like I don't have her hat right now. Maybe I don't own it, but we'll get her dress back up and her clothes. If it's even possible to put these leggings back on. How do you put the leggings on when the feet are that far apart? Do not leave the nieces unsupervised with the dolls. I just laugh. I don't know why. I'm sure I must have done that too when I was little. And then asked my mom to dress them back up for me. Okay, she's got her tights back on. And then we'll put her little dress back on. It's just got a snap. And it's sewn together, so I think it has to go up over her feet. Because you can kind of squeeze her feet together. And then squeeze her arms together to get them through the sleeves, I hope. You know, I don't spend time dressing and undressing my collectible dolls. Oh my gosh. This is impossible. Good grief. Okay. Snap in the back. And her shoes were on somebody else. I took them off because I knew they didn't belong to Lemonita. Okay, so there's the Lemon, and her pet is called Frappe Frog. Aren't they the cutest team right there? And I also got a lemon meringue from the Facebook Marketplace purchase. Her yellow shoes are so yellow and shiny. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. These shoes are pretty dingy. Something's wrong with her face though. It's like she got a mark right there. But, oh, her hat does come off. I might end up trading her clothes for the other doll that doesn't have a mark on her face. I just love how curly their hair is. It's so cute. I think it looks like there's only one Frappe Frog for those two. So here's Apricot. Have her clothes. Again, squeezing the body to get the outfit put back on. I don't even know if I can do this. There's no other way than to do it like this. It doesn't go on any other way. How did she possibly even take these off? It's like caught right there. Okay. So we got Apricot's clothes back on. I'm going to snap them if possible. Gosh, as the decades went on since the 1980s, I think we found better ways to dress our dolls. Okay, there. Okay, her hair is quite a mess, but you know, toddlers' hairs are a mess. Anyways, right? That's pretty standard. You comb their hair, and 2 hours later, it's like you didn't comb their hair at all. Okay, there's Apricot's. At least she's wearing her hat, even though her hair's a mess. And her pet's name is Hopsalot. So we have a Hopsalot right there. I don't know why Hopsalot is wearing this thing. I don't even know where it came from. Okay, and here's the Facebook Marketplace Apricot, who is in such good condition. Her hat is so much more vibrant than this one, and she still has her original blue bows in her hair. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what great condition this is in. Oh, her hat is still secured to her head by these little plastic things. Doesn't look like her clothes are any easier to get on or off. But her clothes, the sleeves have little polka dots. And if this one ever had polka dots, they wore off. It's really hard to tell, but there are polka dots on there. So I like this one by far because of the cute pigtails. And then we have Hopsalot that goes with him. Okay, so one of the dolls that I have that wasn't with this Facebook Marketplace design lot is this one called Cafe au Lait, and she was one of the later friends in the series, and her pet is called Burrito Donkey. Where's Burrito? Oh, here he is. I just think that is the cutest combination. Her pet is a donkey named Burrito. It's so cute. He's not very squishy though. A lot of the other pets are squishy, but he's a soft plastic but not squishy. And he's in really good condition. All of his paint is still vibrant. He doesn't have any dirty marks on him. But she is missing some tights. And I have a pair of tights that I can put her in. How's it go? I think they like point to the side. Okay, go like this. She barely escaped with her clothes on, right? Like, I'm glad all the dolls weren't derobed. But she's missing her shoes. And I don't remember what her shoes look like. So another doll could be wearing them and I wouldn't know it. That's not supposed to come down. So she's really cute. And I like her donkey. But I don't know where her shoes are. Okay. Here we have Orange Blossom, which I already have in a box. I don't think this doll ever came out of her box. She's secured in there with the original little plastic ties with her and her marmalade butterfly. So comparatively, these are very similar. This one's in really good shape. It's still tacked onto her head. She's got the little patch at the very tip of her hat. She's in really, really good condition. Her shoes are still vibrant. And her butterfly is still in really good shape. I'm really happy with that. And again, here's the emblem that I pointed out on the coloring books. This little round icon by Kenner. This doll was only $10. And there's the little bee that you would cut out to send in for something sweet. Another doll that I have boxed is Angel Cake. She has been played with before. So she's here with her souffle skunk pet. And I love that she still has her little headband. Since her name is Angel Cake, it's like a little halo. And then the one I got from Facebook Marketplace. They're pretty similar. Gotta get their shoes back on. But this one's dress is a little more faded. Their hair is just slightly different. You can barely tell. And her tights are really well worn. So I'm going to put this one back in the box. It's in a bit better shape. Put that one back in the box. And the souffle skunks. It's a little bit different. Their noses and eyes and smile are painted with a different color paint. And I think I like the darker one, so I'll put that one back in the box. And we'll just put this Angel Cake over here for now. Okay. So this character is called Sour Grapes. And she does have clothes. And she was one of the villains in the storylines of Strawberry Shortcake. Hopefully this dress won't be too hard to get back on. Honestly though, I really don't know how they get taken off if they're impossible to put back on. Okay, there we go. Her hair goes really well with her dress. I think this is just going to tie. I'm just going to tie it just like that. She's wearing grapes earrings. And her pet is a snake called Dregs. That's her snake. Or that's her pet. I don't know why she's villainous. But her gloves are plastic. This is the only one I have. The other villain was Purple Pie Man. It's all taped up. But he is another villain, and his pet is this bird called Berry Bird. And he's a hard plastic. And inside, the Pie Man also has this little spoon. And where the little kids came with comb accessories, he comes with a spoon. Guess I just have an extra one. found another hop salad to go with the apricots. Those ones were over. Where'd I put the apricots? Over here. 2 hop salad bunnies. Okay, I know I have a dress for this one. Her name is Crepe Suzette, and this is her pet, Eclair Poodle. Don't know where her clothes are, though. I wonder if it's... This looks too small. I think it's this little leotard with this little apron thing. Put Crepe Suzette's clothes back on her. They're kind of yellowed. What's funny is I saw this little leotard in the box of loose clothes, and I didn't remember one of the dolls wearing it. I hope I put it on the right doll. And then this little thing, pretty sure goes with her. I'm surprised that after all these years this elastic is still stretchy. Because sometimes when elastic gets old, it just, you stretch it for the last time and then that's it. Okay. That looks cute anyways. I'm just tie this on superficially so that it at least stays put. Her blue hair doesn't seem to go with her clothes. But there's the brown hat that goes with the outfit. I do have to wonder if that's her outfit though. And I found these blue shoes. I'm pretty sure they're hers, which goes with her blue hair. So I'm going to assume that they're hers, because there's not other mini dolls missing their shoes, and dolls without shoes. Yeah, I think that's her. Alright, she's pretty cute. She's got kind of like tomboy hair or something. And Eclair Poodle. Okay, we're starting to reach the end of the dolls. So there's a couple more dolls in boxes that I have. We have Apple Dumpling and Tea Time Turtle and Butter Cookie with Jelly Bear. So here's this Apple Dumpling who doesn't have her green and white booties, and she's wearing shoes that don't belong to her. In fact, they belong to Huckleberry Pie. So here's the Huckleberry Pie that didn't have shoes on. So we're going to give him back his shoes. They're kind of rubbery, so they go on easy, but they kind of fall off easy too when they're not wearing stockings or leggings or tights or whatever you want to call them. But he's got his shoes now with him. Okay, so that's Apple Dumpling and Tea Time Turtle. And in the coloring books, you can see her actually kind of riding her turtle. got her to do it earlier. I'm not sure how. It's just to be balanced just right. There she goes. She's riding her little turtle. But the one in the box, the turtle is a little bit different. It's the soft, vinyl, squishy kind. So this tea time turtle is hard, really hard plastic and shaped a lot differently. But you can't ride that one. So I keep them both and hope that I can find booties for her one day. So I'll put her over here with her pet. And then we have Butter Cookie with Jelly Bear. And she's got this really cute hat, and the green and white stripes match the tights of the other older kids. And it's still secured to her head. That's good. And I found her outfit was on backwards, but that's what it looks like on the one in the box too. The Velcro's in the front. The one in the box, their hat is detached. But it is in there. At some point it was on clearance right there. And there's the strawberry shortcake icon. What else are on these boxes? A little picture of the character. Looks like she's waving at you. And they come with little cones. So I've got Butter Cookie and Jelly Bear. Okay, forgot to pull out the Cheesecake Mouse when we had Blueberry Muffin out. Cheesecake Mouse belongs with Blueberry Muffin. It looks like I have only one of these pets. This doll still has her hat attached. Her name is Almond Tea, and that's her pet, Marza Panda. When I was a kid and had these dolls to play with, I didn't leave their hats attached. I wanted to take their hats off and comb their hair and put their hats back on. But that's how you lose the hats, or can't get them to stay on when you're playing with them. So Almond Tea is the only one. Marshmallard goes with Mint Tulip, I think. Did we look at Mint Tulip? I don't remember. I knew I'd seen Mint Tulip, but I couldn't remember. And here's her little marshmallow. It goes with her. And then over here we have just a bunch of the strawberry shortcakes. Since she was the main character and one of the first ones, you're most likely to find her more often than her friends. This one is the flat hand strawberry shortcake. And then these two have the curved hands. This one has red shoes, which I didn't remember strawberry shortcake having red shoes. But that's kind of cool. I like that. This one's missing a shoe. I'm not remembering how her hair looks. But her hat is still attached to her head with the plastic thing. And I have an extra extra hat. Well, it's not extra, it goes with her. And an extra hat, but it's like something happened and it tore. The fabric got torn. But I don't throw it away just in case I want it for something else. And I have an extra dress. I don't know why. I have the extras. And Strawberry's pet is called Custard, who has polka dots. A polka dotted cat. So that is all the dolls that I have. Turns out I do have more duplicates than I thought. So these didn't come with any of the dolls. You bought them on their little cards if you wanted to change your dolls' outfits. It's like a little rain poncho. And I don't really understand this. And here's a pajama set, little pajama hat, and nightgown. Here's another spare Strawberry Shortcake dress to go with this one and those three. Cute little pajama pants. I think this might be like a stocking cap you wear to bed. And a cute little frilly dress. This ties behind the neck. This is a summer dress for Strawberry Shortcake. Ties behind the neck. I have a pair of pink sandals. I think they go with Cafe au lait. Yay! I found out where these shoes go. You could tell because they were kind of like sandals instead of shoes. I'm afraid I'm going to ruin them by trying to put them on. I wonder if she's not supposed to wear tights. Because it was really hard to put on that shoe. I thought everybody wore the tights. Here we go. She's got a lot of sandals on now. Put her hat back on. And we also have some kind of extra poofy hat. And a bunch of the combs. I like this little jogger. And by the way, I think these are rain boots to go with the rain jacket. So those are the dolls. And we'll take a peek at some of the toy accessories next. This is a merry-go-round. Super fun toy. For the kids to play in. And they just get strapped in. Like that. Okay, we'll start with that side. And go to this side. There we go. And now she's ready to ride the merry-go-round. What does that do? She gets to go around. I think I have to put a doll on the other side to balance it. I'm like trying to hurry because this is really exciting. I want to play with the toy. Of course, it has to be tight so they don't get flung out, but it should not be this hard. Okay, here's one side. Then we do the other side. Where is the little... There, she wasn't in all the way. She has to practically lay down. There we go, there we go. Okay. And then we pull up the thing. And they go around. That looks like so much fun, you guys. I want to ride on this ride. That is so fun. Oh wow, I wish I had this when I was little. That would have been so fun. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so this is the Big Berry Trolley. It looks like it just came out of the box. I think you just click it. And I don't know what this does. I think it's supposed to sit in there though. There's something sitting in here. Oh, it's where you pay the toll. I think it goes right here. Does it go right there? Yeah, I think it goes right there. And it has these wheels that make noise when you turn them. When you move it, the little roof spins. I was really excited to find this gazebo because it's super cute. And it comes with some little accessories. And it even has these hammocks that hang off the sides of the gazebo. We have a couple of hangers. And there's a little place to hang them right there. Yep. Hang up the hangers there. And a little picnic table. And you can attach the hammock back there. And it has this little grill. This is just a little decorative gazebo with some accessories. There we go. So we have two hammocks. The dolls can lay in. You dig there now with their hat on. There we go. Found another hanger. There's 3 hangers. Very nice. They are grilling strawberries. That's right. Strawberries are on the barbecue. actually fit in the chair really nicely. So we're going to keep all the pieces, all the lawn pieces in the gazebo. Now here's another toy that I did have when I was little. And I think it's mostly for the pets because they have a little hole in them. And the dolls don't fit very well. But the pets can take a little ride. And here's Cheesecake Mouse. So when I set up my display, it'll be the pets who are riding. This is attached. There we go. That's better. And when you move him, his legs actually move up and down. I don't have enough room here to do it. Custard fell out. Here we go. We have Flutterby, who is also transportation. And when you push on this lever, their wings flap. And the little chairs work the same as the merry-go-round chairs where you gotta strap them in. He's in pretty good shape. Seems like he's supposed to roll, but he's not rolling very easy. When you roll him, his wings go up and down. And a bicycle. It's a little bit bent. And a little basket comes down so you can load it up. And you strap your doll into the chair so they can ride their bike. It's really bent. It must just be from storage. But I have one here. I kept it in a tin so that it wouldn't get smashed. But mine lost its little strap. And it's got stickers in the cart. And the cart sometimes doesn't stay secured. So neither one of them want to actually roll very well. It's more like dragging them. But it's still kind of decorative, especially to have two of them. Because they're such friends, they travel around all together all the time. So, not very functional. But that's okay. They're not going to get played with very much, just put on display. And the last part of the collection are these little vinyl figurines. So I haven't looked at these yet, I just bought them. Here is Apple Dumpling and Tea Time Turtle. Over here on the wrapping paper. And Butter Cookie and Jelly Bear. There's Jelly Bear on the wrapping paper. And here's Lemon Meringue. But she doesn't have her frappe frog, who is right there. And Strawberry Shortcake and Custard, right there. Huckleberry Pie and Cupcake. Where's Cupcake? Here he is. Angel Cake and Souffle Skunk right there. Here is Lime Chiffon. Goes with Parfait Parrot. Raspberry Tart. It goes with Rhubarb Monkey. Apricot and Hopsalot. Hopsalot is right there. Orange Blossom and Marmalade. They're up here. Sour Grapes. She's not on the wrapping paper. And Purple Pie Man. He's not on the wrapping paper either. And we have just a couple more. Another Strawberry Shortcake one with a broom. Oh, here's a matching butter cookie. Butterscotch. Butter cookie. And another Raspberry Tart with Rhubarb Monkey. And I think this is Angel Cake in the bathtub. And that's pretty much the collection. Thanks for bearing with me on my very long ASMR video today on the vintage Strawberry Shortcake.